Tell me about yourself. Hello, I'm Zoe. Thank you for having me. My major is fashion design in Gyeong University. I have 2 experience today when making clothes and participating in a fashion contest. I won the prize. What are your strengths? One of my biggest strengths is conversation. If I take something, I do to the end, so my acquaintances tell me I'm fast and exact. What are your weaknesses? Sometimes I can do multitasking. When I conversation with something, I can hear the sound. I can hear the sound of the surrounding. That's my weakness. How did you prepare for this interview? I prepare and practice questionnaire and prepare a mock interview for the interview. Can you tell me why you would like to study in our programs? I want to learn various design and experience that I could not see in Korea. How do you think this program can benefit for your future? With that experience, I think that I can become a person who can be creative and broaden the view, and I will be able to design more variety. Tell me about a time when you had this argument with the college. How did you deal with it? I was in charge of the graduation fashion show, so we had a conflict when we came up with the concept. The concept was the gardener in England. The other member of the opinions that she wanted to feel like a suit style. So I suggest to express the harmony of the noble style and the gardener style in the English garden. So the member gave my opinions in favor of it, and I was able to finish this conflict well. Do you prefer working alone or in groups? I'm gonna choose group activities. I like to meet people, and I think that when I gather various opinions, I can get more creative and a better result. How much training do you think you will need to become a productive worker? I can quickly become a productive person because I focus on what I do quickly. Tell me about a time achieved success in a group. What was your lure? What was your outcome? I opted the BMD circle. I learned more about the job BMD with the members, and I met and I met with my seniors working at the BMD company, and I got advice. I tried to display it directly. What is your long-term employment or the career objective? My goal is experience to learn about the America wild fashion market. How would you describe yourself as a worker? I like to meet people and I try to be perfect when I work. Do you consider yourself a self-starter? If so, explain why. Yes, I think I'm a self-starter rather than the passive person because I have always been a leader on the team, and I always talk to front rather than the back. Tell me about a time when you made a significant error. What happened? Nothing special, so I haven't made a big mistake. So, yes. How are your computer skills? I can use basic programs like Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. Among them, I can use Illustrator and Photoshop better. What skills do you have that will contribute to our company? Is able to various things using the Illustrator and has the display ability. What motivated you to put forth your greatest effort and why? I cannot say in a particular motivation. I try too hard because I'm doing what I like it. Describe your most significant success and failure. My most significant success was that I received a fashion talent award and I excellent prize in the competition last years, and I made my own design and made the display and the fashion show, but there were a lot of handshake. What kind of company would you work for? I'd like to try BMD or design for the fashion company. What kind of work environment are you looking for? I prefer an active working environment. I want to communicate it. What kind of people do you enjoy working with the most and why? I can hardly refer to any person because I like talking to various peoples. How do you manage stress? I take a walk in the morning and or do the Pilates and I relax my stress. What kind of thing do you do in free time? In my spare time, I do French abroadly or this I'm going to the Pilates Academy. Yes. What kind of thing do you do during your free time to improve your English? I watch many English video in my spare time, and I try to make English life. Have you studied English? Where did you learn English? I studied grammar English when I was a child, so I didn't have a conversation. But when I was a 22, I learned the English conversation at Rearstone, and I improved my English skills. What kind of tasks do you see yourself doing your organization? I have been studying various such as design and the display and the marketing in university. I also have experience with display at the BMD company called the Cody House. Based on that experience, I would like to help the company. What kind of skill do you hope to gain from your experience here? I think that the BMD system in Korea is still limited. But in United States, I want to learn by seeing many creative and original BMD technology. Have you been outside of Korea? Yes, I have traveled to Hong Kong and Macau, and so I choose I choose this country because fashion shopping culture is the place in here. So think about that. So and it is near to Korea. I have been looking at the various fashion brand and the display in here. So this is a good experience. Thank you for listening.